who has 1 hour to do their makeup every single day? Winwe mkono tuone sai. Mine are lowered because I do not have the time to do makeup every day, but I know how you can do your makeup in very few minutes and look amazing. Give those people in town a reason to say, Malebo, unakaa poa. Those guys, by the way, they make my day. I just smile. It's irresistible. I mean, I think I like to hear the word beautiful so many times, hence the channel Urembo Creations. Karibuni sana. Let's do this together. Alright, so for this video, I'm going to be using my gel. I like the Soft and Free gel. It's one of the gels that I use to make my baby hair with, and I love this one. It doesn't leave the white flakes. I use my toothbrush with it, chukwe toothbrush, and please, to me, toothbrush ko brush meno. This one is specific for my hair. So yeah, paka gel kila mahali, make sure imeshika vizuri, and then you can just form the little shapes that you like. Then once you're done, just take an ordinary scarf and tie your hair with it. I am using one of my friend's scarf. I hope wataona hii video wananitumia scarf yao anyway. So chukua scarf, any scarf that you have, and just tie your band. And I'm doing this before because if I do it after makeup, then the hair might get some of the foundation. Haya. Next, chukue moisturizer yako. You want to moisturize your face so that it's moist even as you're applying everything else. Remember, we're doing very few steps here. So one of them is to just moisturize, because even as you're working on your eyes, lips, etc., you want to work on an already moisturized face, and I'm using that Green Essence moisturizer. Also, don't forget about your neck, about your ears. Sometimes I notice most of us just moisturize the face and then leave everything else, so don't. Next, I'll be working on my eyes, and I'll be using a concealer as my primer for the eyes, and also my flat brush for the for the eyeshadow. So apply your concealer as your base. Then next, you need to, once you've applied, of course, take your brush. I'm using a blending brush. I also have a new palette, and I love it. This is a Sleek Eye Divine palette. I think it's really nice. Sleek has really nice eyeshadows. I like the eyeshadows. I don't know about the rest of the things, but I like the eyeshadows. So anyway, I picked out that particular shade, and I'm just applying at the crease of the eye from the corner. I'm then going to take my flat eyeshadow brush and pick another shade, that golden color, and just try to blend those two together. So note, the color that I used at first, that was a matte shade. It doesn't have shimmer. But this second shade that I've picked, the golden one, it has a bit of shimmer, and that's what goes inside the eye. So you're sort of just mixing the two. Now I'm going to take another brush and then blend out everything. I'm just going to use a neutral tone to blend out everything that I've done. After I'm done with my eyes, see how simple that was? No, it wasn't complicated. Just, put your product, the transition color, put the color that you want on the inside to pop, and then use a neutral shade to blend out. Then work on your brows. I use this pencil to work on the brows. You also need to have your spoolie so that you can brush the two hairs. And yeah, I just want my brows to be sort of natural, because this takes less time, and I think it looks really cute as well. Then I'll use my concealer and my angled brush to line and define the eyebrows. Now, as I'm defining, I'm not going to define the entire eyelid, like the entire brow. I'm only going to define the lower part, just the lower part of the eyebrow. There, like that. Then you blend everything nicely. I should have done this before eyeshadow, but then you can still works anyway. So blend out everything and repeat the same thing for the other eye. Fill in the brow. Once you fill it in, use your concealer to define the brows, and then you can use your finger like me, blend vizuri. Ukisha maliza, take your brush, the brush that had the blending brush with the neutral colors, and blend out everything nicely. Kisha maliza, sasa tunaweza paka mascara, and I'm using the Zaron mascara. This mascara is really nice. I mean, it is the 4-in-1 bit, I'm not so sure, but yeah, it is a generally good mascara. It has 2 ones and you'll see the other one later. So anyway, paka mascara. Ukimaliza kupaka mascara, paka primer kwa uso yako yote. A primer is very important. It helps to fill the fine lines and it also gives you a smooth surface. So when you're working on your face, you already have a nice surface to work with. Next, of course, you're going to need your foundation and you're going to need your concealer. Make sure that your concealer is a shade lighter than your foundation. Yeah, because that's how it just sort of gives you a really, really nice. So paka foundation kila mahali. Notice I've started with like the outer part of the face and the forehead and the neck and the ears, blending everything outwards with the foundation. And this blending thing, just blend and don't get tired until you feel like everything is now looking the way you want it to look like. Then take your concealer and apply your concealer under your eyes. There's so many things that you can do with a concealer, but one of the ways to, when you want to do like a very easy, makeup look, just use your concealer under your eyes to either brighten your eyes or to cover dark circles, because we're not contouring, we're not doing all those other things, we're just brightening our face a little bit. So when you're applying your foundation, don't apply all the way paka chini ya macho, paka huku kando kila mahali, then under the eyes leave that space for your concealer, and use a beauty blender for this. A beauty blender will always give you a perfect finish. I like to use my blender. And yeah, so ukimaliza, take your powder. I also use 2 shades of powder. So the lighter powder goes under my eyes, the darker powder goes everywhere else. I'm using the same blender. I mean, this thing just works for me. So you can see I use the lighter powder under my eyes, and now I'm using the darker powder on the rest of the faces. These powders are just a shade or 2 lighter. I'm going to write the exact shades underneath, but I'm using the brown skin powder by Zaron. Then I'm going to use my makeup brush to sort of just blend everything downwards nicely, because the beauty blender can take up so much time. So because I'm already finished, the brush just helps to brush off everything, and I'm happy. I like the result. Take your pencil, line your lips if you have to, and then I've put some moisturizer because I was feeling like my lips are dry. Also notice I didn't really need to line, so yeah, but if you need to, just do it kidogo and then apply your lipstick. I'm using a Zaron matte lipstick as well. I like this shade. I like it. I've used it quite a number of times and I really think it's amazing. It smells so good, it feels good as well, so you can give it a try. I also like that it's not very dry. Anyway, ukisha maliza, let's line our waterline. I already did another video explaining this whole waterline stuff, but yeah, chukua pencil yako ya black ama ya brown, line the lower and the upper eyelids. This is because when you do it all around, your eyes just sort of brighten a little bit. Kama ulikuwa umechoka, uko na macho ya red or anything like that, it just helps to clear all of that and makes your eyes look, it creates an illusion that your eyes are brighter. Then I'm going to take this one with colors, like a color blue. This is good for complementing my eyes. And yeah, so the same thing, paka all round. Don't hurt yourself. Make sure the pencil is sharp enough, not too sharp, just the right amount of sharp. And then I'm going to take my mascara again and now apply mascara on my lower lashes. Remember the first time I applied on the upper lashes, now apply your mascara on the lower lashes. I really like, you see this one, the way it's tiny, just gives you a nice finish, and I love it. I mean, it's so tiny. When I opened it, I was like, wow, this is really small. It comes in handy when you're working on the inner corners. Hizo nywele zinaitwa nini, the eyelashes zenye ziko huku katikati, and also the lower lashes because they're usually a bit smaller. Next is a setting spray. I want to spray so that I can set in what I've done. I like to spray my face immediately after foundation. Now here there's a problem. This particular spray, the nozzle high spray, no, I was getting stressed over here. I'm like, oh yeah, what's happening? So I changed and I used a lid from another bottle. It didn't fit perfectly, but then it worked. Like when you spray, it just... So I don't know if it's the one that I bought ama ni zote ziko hivo. I'm not sure about this particular product. The spray itself is really good, but then the nozzle is not working for me. So yeah, this, maybe you tell me, let me know if yours works. Anywho, next we'll be doing a winged eyeliner. If you're a beginner, I recommend you use a liquid eyeliner that looks like a pencil. It's very easy to use. So how do you do this? Place your liner at the corner of your eye and then draw a small line moving upwards, and then bring the line downwards towards the center of your eye. Then take your pencil again to the front of your eye and join those two lines together and fill in any blank spots if there are any, and repeat the same procedure to the other eye. Don't worry so much about perfection. This kind of a liner ensures that you get a perfect, like a good finish. Then why do you do this? If you have eyes that are not the same, macho hazitoshani, they're not symmetrical, this helps to create symmetry because of that wing at the corner. Also, the eyes that are close set, eyes that are so close together, the wing helps to elongate those kind of eyes. And finally, if you want to wing it in life, try this. Oh yeah, and for those with hooded eyes, the wing actually helps to lift your eyes a bit, at the corners. The flick at the corner just helps to lift your eyes. Haya, tumemaliza. Now I'm just going to add some gloss. It was like a last minute thought. I was like, I don't know, I was just feeling a bit dry, so let me add something. And I love the finish. So cute. I'm using the Zaron lip gloss, and there you go. That's how you do your makeup in very simple steps. This is just basic stuff. So tuonane siku ingine. Bye bye. Give this a try. Subscribe.